Introducing Reef Saltwater Disposal Limited Partnership 2007A, a Texas limited partnership created to purchase and operate a successful oil and gas industry service company. The seller, known as J&R Contractors, now controls 21% of the market share of disposal services in Webb and Zapata counties. Their assets include 4 disposal facilities strategically located in the two-county area near the Rio Grande River in southwest Texas. In this area, there are thousands of wells operated by many energy companies producing oil and gas. As oil and gas volumes are produced, large volumes of salt water are also produced. However, the salt water still contains a small residual concentration of oil. The cycle begins when an operator calls a local hauler to the well site to pick up the produced salt water. When the hauler arrives, the water is drained from the operator's storage into the hauler's tank for transport to a disposal facility. The load is generally about 7,000 gallons. The independent hauler, to minimize fuel expense, will then travel to the nearest disposal facility, on average a distance of about 10 to 15 miles. Upon arriving at a Reef saltwater disposal facility, the hauler unloads the salt water into a primary separation tank and is charged a scheduled fee for the load. The fluid remains in the primary tank for a period of time to allow for the natural separation of the oil, which rises and collects at the top of the tank. After several days of retention, the oil is pulled from the top of the tank and transferred to a secondary separation tank. Here yet another stage of separation takes place to ensure all the oil has been removed from the water before it is disposed. Pure oil is then moved to a holding tank ready for sale. Another line pulls the water from the bottom of the tank and is transferred to the larger water storage tanks. In time, the salt water is drained from the storage tanks and transferred by flow line to the injection well for final disposal into a state-approved formation, generally 2,000 to 5,000 feet deep. At the same time, a truck will arrive to collect the oil for transport and sale to industry refiners. A review of the production volume data reported by the oil and gas industry reveals a stable trend of activity in South Texas over the last 20 years. As evidenced by this chart, the increasing well counts indicate energy companies are constantly expanding their efforts in the region to maintain oil and gas production. The blue line, which represents saltwater production, is a compelling indicator that the saltwater disposal service will continue to be a viable and necessary business for the foreseeable future. To learn more about this investment opportunity, which can provide monthly cash distributions, please contact your Commonwealth Financial Network professional.